Hey folks, welcome to my channel, the Traveling Picker Patdees. I am Patdees. We're going to talk about postcards today. One of the things that I like to list is postcards. And if you're new to the channel is all about reselling. And always the quickest analogy I like to give when I'm out buying stuff is, you ever watch American Pickers? That's exactly what I do. I buy and sell things and look for things to flip to make a profit. But there's always things I like to buy that have a little story or a backstory, the things that I like. And that's always tough because sometimes you want to keep some things. So we're going to get into it today, and we're going to show you, just found one postcard, $3,000 that just sold on eBay. So stay tuned and I'll show it to you. Okay, well, hey, welcome back, folks. I do appreciate the support. So, it's winter time here, so it's not always the weather doesn't help getting out to buy stuff at garage sales, yard sales. There are some people doing estate sales, but one of the things that you should be doing now, if you're a reseller, is listing. One of the things that I like to list is postcards. They're simple, they're easy, they don't take up a lot of space. They can be boring sometimes. I'm listing a bunch here right now, and one thing I do like is this small stack here has the potential to be worth about $200, even at $5 a piece. And they are long tail sometimes. I will show you here on eBay, and there are 7.5 million. It says postcards listed. So that's a lot of postcards. Let's look into the advance sales, which shows the solds. And in the last 90 days, you could see there's 520,000 different postcards. But I love looking, for me personally, I love looking at the artwork back in the day. I love looking at, and I wonder if anybody's even making postcards anymore. Back in my day when I was growing up, I remember getting an 110 camera and having to go and drop the film off at the local store. We had what was called Food Lane, sort of similar like to what Walmart is now, but they're no longer in business. And just pray that the films would come out right, because it was expensive. It was $10 or $12 to develop 20 pictures. The lady at the counter always would say, though, you could pull out 2 or 3 that didn't, come out right, and they wouldn't charge you for those. And that's when I discovered, and it's funny because I almost got a job at that place one time, and down near the airport in Allentown, Pennsylvania, was a processor. So what would happen was they would send a minivan around to the stores and pick up the film, and they would develop at this place where they had these huge machines that would develop. Now what you can print on your $90 printer, probably back then was a $100,000 machine. And then this stuff would be, loaded up into trays and dropped off at the store. The store would make a little bit of money from it, but it was a tough job to get into a place like that. So the reason I liked postcards, because if you ever went somewhere to, like, say, Hershey Park here in Pennsylvania, or you went to something, that you could always grab a postcard to remember the place, knowing that you might not got a picture, and it's be able to look back, and it would give a little bit of, like this one here is one I'm going to list. It's it's a hotel in Brunswick, Georgia and stuff. I have recently have probably listed in the past 90 days about 1,000 postcards. They are long tail. Sometimes some will sell quickly. Some, it's nice though that some days you can open up and it's like, wow, I sold 3 postcards. There's $15-20. So I like the backstory on a lot of them, and I'm glad to see some people are still collecting them. The example that I'm going to talk about today is just eBay. I'm sure there's other platforms that people can sell and do. I remember there was a local little newspaper booklet where, there was a guy that would buy and sell postcards all the time. So there's definitely some old school people out there that love to collect postcards. I'm not sure if the younger generation collects anything. And as you can see by some of the examples that I'm going through here, the prices can vary up and down. $10, $5, $2, $3, $7. Here's somebody sold a Elvis stamp postcard. They sold it for 35 cents. That's funny because I got one of those. I remember when we voted for the Elvis stamp. But I did go into eBay and look and see real quick what caught my attention on what was one of the most expensive postcards sold. And I was kind of shocked because it was even in my area that the postcard was featured. And I was like, wow, that's cool. And did I lose it? I'm going to show you guys, but not yet. But I'll show you. We'll look back. And the thing is, and I'm still learning, is the difference between the photochrome, the linen. The linen, a lot of times you could tell. I mean, the ones that I'm listing right now have no date, so that means they weren't used. A lot of times it's nice because some people will even collect the stamp that's over here. Or, there'll be a postmark. So like 1951, 1940. And that puts a timestamp on a lot of the cards. Once you do some research and you get the feel of it, and I have actually scanner, a Epson, or no, Fujitsu ScanSnap 1400. And I could scan like 15 postcards in like a minute, not even seconds. And you get to know the clear, sharp image of the postcards that you're putting up. So one good thing about postcards too is it doesn't take up a lot of space, and if you buy in bulk, and if you still can, you could usually get a pretty good deal. A lot of times even people will sell postcards at antique booths and different things like that, but a lot of times if you get lucky, you can pick up a good deal. I picked up over the last 2 years probably about 7,000 postcards, and as you can see here in the time period manufactured, and you got postcards made from all over the world, but you got 1900 to 1990, 30,000 listings. The pre-1900, let's look at those. 258 listings. That's not many. So if you get lucky and come across, now they're not going for big. $1,900, $15, $10. Subject matter is always one of the most important, but obviously, look at this. These 1,800 wanted arrest for stolen property. They would send that out. Look at that. So they would send a postcard out. Let's look at that. $30. Wow. Yeah, look at that. Even didn't have it had a ink stamp on the back. $20 reward. He broke jail 1895. George Fair, alias Chaz Morgan. Age 28, height 5'4", weight 150. So it looks like a couple people on there. So 1, 2, 3. Half-breed Mexican barber. Some of the words back then, now that wouldn't be politically correct to be. But look at that. Look at that stamp. $30. So I'll show you. I have my store always listed on my YouTube page. I'll show you the postcard. I'm getting close to 4,000 listings. So I will show you. And I'm actually even running a deal, but that's not why I'm making this video right now. I'm doing for March 40% off if you buy 3 or more. So pretty much if it's $8 a card. Yeah, so you can see I got 858 listings. Actually, let's pull up my store. It looks a little prettier that way. Okay, yeah, let's do it that way. It looks a little nicer on the screen. Postcard. Yeah. So you can see here, I got all kinds of different postcards. Now, I am not an expert on them, and I struggle sometimes to, but you can see the theme: transportation, humor, cities and towns. Post means it has a postcard, military, animals, holiday. It could take a little time to. So I have a lot of sports, social history, roadside America. So I have 858 postcards right now, and I'm doing a special 40% off 3+. So pretty much if they're like that's $10. So if there was 3 of them, let's say for example $30, 30, you're basically going to get them for like $18 all 3. That brings it down to like, $6 a piece. So that's 40% off. So that's a good deal. But not every card is priced at $10.99. Some are $5, and there's even ones in there that are $3. And, I'm always looking for that card that maybe, and I sometimes you test the market to see how much postcards go for. Now, if you guys are new to my channel and want to show me some support, give me the thumbs up. Click and subscribe to the channel and comment below whether you list or like to collect postcards. So let's look and see how many I sold actually. It says I sold 23 in the last 3 months. Is that a lot? No, that's not. There's a couple in there, $10, $3, $4, $8, $10, $20. There's one I sold for 20, another one for 11, another one for 12. That's just in the last 90 days. This one, this one I sold $20 plus shipping. Sometimes it's an educated guess. What do you think it's worth? And, so you got to choose to take a best offer or not. Let's see. Was it stamped or not? Nope. Oh, that was an advertising piece for saltwater taffy. So who knows? Maybe the place that somebody that likes to make taffy or a candy store might have took that over. But, yeah, $20. So, at 520,000, so basically that's about 2 million cards a year. So even based on, if they sold every card today without no one listing more, it'd take about 3 years to sell all those cards. It's not too bad, actually. I mean, so everybody's, it's going to take forever. If you price them right and you get a following, I think you can do all right. So let's look at a couple cards here real quick before I show you the one that was $3,000. Chicago, here's one, that one for $15. Nice. Let's type in, I like Disney, so let's type in, let's see any Disney postcards. Maybe have to go Disney vintage Disneyland. 921. Okay. $4. Vintage Disneyland postcard tomorrow. Freeway to the Future. Looks like it took a best offer. A lot of them seem to be around $5. Here's a rare vintage organ shop, Main Street, $50. Now this is Disneyland, which is in California. I personally like Disney. I've bought some different Disney cards. Here's somebody sold a whole album, 59 of them for $95. That was a good deal for the buyer, I think. Yeah, so it seems to be a lot of your Disney ones can go in the $5. Of course, there's $3 ones, there's $15 ones, but $5 seems to be a nice price point as far as postcards. Now let's see. We're going to click that off. And let's see. Let's type in a price. 500. Let's see what we get here. Yeah, some of them are, and I'm gonna. Some of them are full book. Some of them are like a baseball PSA postcard. Also, see, someone sold 8,000. That was a good deal. 8,000 for 8. It was a good deal. It was a good deal for the buyer. A good deal for the seller. I bought 7,000. I didn't pay $800 for the ones I bought. I wonder if that one's gonna pop up that I noticed earlier. What really drew? Yep, here it is, folks. There, if you waited this long, look at this one, $3,000. And the reason it caught my eye too was not just because of the price, because I live near Scranton, Pennsylvania, and if you buy from me, a lot of times you'll see the ship from address is Scranton, Pennsylvania. That's where I go to my UPS store. But look at this one, $3,000, 1906, Scranton baseball team postcard. Wow, that's amazing. I mean, that's amazing that, and he put it on for bids. So let's check where the bids. Did they start this out at $1? $9.95. Wow, think about that. $9.95, and it really got serious. And the person that bid has 186 feedback, so it wasn't no troll or somebody that just came along and, But I mean, even this person here really wanted it. Who has 2,600, almost 2,600 feedback at 2,800, but that's crazy. If you see, there was a couple people that really wanted it in the $200-300 range, but wonder what made that. That's just amazing. I'm just amazed by that. So let's type in and see. And this is what you're doing on the left here, guys. So the minimum, let's type in now the minimum 3,000 and see if anything else. Now this is a postcard lot. This is a lot, so we don't want to. And there's some things in here that get thrown in. I don't know why. Here's somebody that bought 12,000 postcards for $4,000, so it's about 30 cents. Here's an autograph Willie Mays postcard. Look at that, 5,500. What I'm trying to really show you, though, is make sure that it's... Now, here's one that someone sent in to get graded. Orville Wright postcard autograph. Yeah, so 3,000 on here is rare. So let's see. Let's type in 500 to 1,000 and see. About 221. But see, I don't know why some of these things fall into some weird categories. Like, why is that bottle of prime? Who knows? But even in the UK, $550. Now that felt, they had it listed as postcard, but it says private photo. There are photo postcards. So it's an interesting category for, that, sometimes, again, you can get sticker shock. Now, these two lots here that someone bought $600-700, they're obviously probably resellers. They're going to, make things out of them. Oh, wow, look at this. Postcard. Kowloon, China, Hong Kong. Color tinted street. Look at that. Now, why would that? 36 bids. Look at that. That is something. Look at that. Came right from Hong Kong. Even has the Hong to New Jersey, 1954. Now that's something that I wouldn't know. I wouldn't put that. I don't know if you guys list postcards. If you put them up for auction, buy it. I don't think I've ever put auction, unless I know it was like, baseball related or something like that, or sports related. But there's where. And now where did he start? This person started at $12.99. Yeah. So, man, he must have been, I mean, look at that. $787 for one postcard. So I wonder what that person's going to do with it. That's amazing. It's a beautiful card, but still, it's crazy. So, all right, guys. Hey, we talked a little bit about postcards. I do appreciate your support. I like to sell postcards. I list postcards. As you can see, did I sell a lot? No, 23. I think I saw a little bit more than that. I don't know how but sometimes they fall off at a certain date. But you know what? That's all right. I'm setting myself up, honestly. If I could sell 5 to 10 postcards, generate $50 to $100 a week for the next couple of years, I'm fine with that. They're easy to list. When I say easy, once you get a template set up and get going, if you know what I'm doing right now is all these ones have no stamps on, so I'll kind of go down that. I try to put, like, these are humor ones, these are linen ones. So I try to keep, when I sort them, to go through to make it easier to list. This many postcards, there's approximately 35, 40 postcards here. I can knock these out in about an hour and a half. So that's not bad, and guys, give me thumbs up, and I'll see you again on the YouTube.